And the urban resilience, the case of Thailand is very clear that we found some weak points that the people in the big cities, it seems that they have changed their style of living, and compared with the rural areas. I found that the people in the rural can adapt themselves better, and they can survive better than the people in the big cities. And in the cities, you have to deal with a lot of people, different way of thinking in the cities. And the case 2 years ago in Bangkok, you can see the pictures of the people trying to stop the government when the government was trying to put more sandbags in front of their houses. So you could see the conflict very clearly. But in the rural area, you can see good cooperation, good way of helping together. And there's a big picture that we can see.
Urban resilience program, different from a rural resilient program, is in the city. We focus on a small area, but we have a lot of people and a lot of economic value in the city. In the rural, we have a very wide area and little of people, and maybe not many economic value than the city. So with the city, we must take care. We must focus to protect all the people and the economic value in the city. In the rural, sometimes we only need to protect the people.
Well, I think there are many ways in which urban resilience is different from other resilience programs, but maybe two reasons are, firstly, the complexity of urban systems. So in an urban area, you have many different systems, so physical infrastructure such as water, power, drainage, and so on, different livelihood systems, different ecosystems, and they all have a very complex interaction with one another, and understanding that interaction can be very difficult. And then you also have much more dense population in urban areas. And I think the population density is fairly, well understood. And then, of course, you bring in climate change and climate stresses on that dense population who are depending on and using those complex urban systems, and the complexity of interaction between that dense population and those many systems, and how that's being stressed by climate change, makes urban resilience a unique challenge, and a very different one from working in rural areas.